Hey guys, I'm Numbskull, and in today's video I want to share 5 tips and strategies that I've used, or at least that I used when I was new to Fortnite, to help me to get to top 10, top 5, and eventually to number 1. So let's jump into the game. I kind of want to do this while I play so I can kind of give you an example of what's going on. And it's going to be somewhat informal, but first and foremost, and not necessarily a tip or strategy, but practice. Practice. You have to practice. If you want to get good at anything, you got to put the time in. And I know at some point when you're out there and you're fighting people and you're getting killed and getting frustrated, it happens. I've gotten frustrated a lot of times playing this game because I felt like at a few points I felt like I wasn't getting any better and I just kept dying. But I'm the type of person that catches on to games really quickly, and I always try to figure out what is it that I'm doing that's keeping me from progressing. If there's any tips or things like that that I figured out, and that's just kind of how I am. That's what I do is I like to think about how can I get better at this? Like what can I implement to help me to live longer? And these are the tips I want to help you with, to share with you, things that I've learned over playing for the past month. Now the first thing I want to share is drop far away from people as much as you can, because you see right now, look at all those people that jump, and everybody gets tempted to jump right at the beginning. And you can. If that's the way you want to play, that's totally cool. But for me, when I first started out, I would look at this line and I'd figure, okay, where on this outer edge can I go that I don't think a lot of people are going to jump? And so I am going to head over to the prison. Now, it doesn't mean that no one will jump there, but if you jump right at the beginning, you look at this big area. I mean, there's only so much that everyone can go and share. But when you jump to a place where you don't think a lot of people are going to be, you have a higher chance of getting the chests and getting the good weapons, getting the loadout that you want before you start finding people and getting fights. So the first tip, jump out somewhere where not a lot of people are going to be. Now there's one other person coming in this area, and that's okay. Actually, I am going to grab this gun. Now, I normally wouldn't say to go, and I won't. Okay. I'm not going to go and just jump right into fighting them. I'm going to spend a little bit of time getting some loot. But as you can see, dropping into a place that has one other person versus 20 other people, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? It's a lot better to jump in where there's going to be fewer people. Now, I'm going to close some of these doors so the person doesn't know where I've been. The second tip I'll share with you is you got to figure out where the chests are going to be. And what that means is you're probably going to have to drop into the same area a few times to check it out. Now, I think that you could do this over the course of several games. Like, for instance, here in the prison. Well, if we were starting on the side where the prison is, I probably wouldn't say to drop in there every time. But you might come back there later when it works out again for you. I think someone just put down a trap. It's a trap! I'm just gonna go in here and see if I can spot him. Hey, a chest! Yippee! Oh, that's the hunting rifle. I've only gotten the hunting rifle a few times. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna try attacking with this. Ho! Is he running away? I'm gonna get him. You little sneak. He's on that far side. I'm gonna go get him. Alright, when he comes out of there, we're gonna blast him. Come on out, you varmint. Unless he goes out the backside. Come on, dude. You stinking butt. Oh, see him? He's right here. Poor guy. Okay, back to my tips and tricks. I feel bad for him, kind of. All right, so where are we at? First tip, what was it? Drop out somewhere where not a lot of people are going to be. It gives you a higher chance of finding good stuff, uncontested, than if you were to drop in where everyone's going to be. Not only drop in where everyone's going to be, but make sure you're efficient by knowing where the chests are. You got to know where to go to loot, or else you're just wasting precious time to find good gear. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to, every single move you make has to be perfect in finding where you need to go, but have a general idea of where to go and listen for chests because you can hear them, and then if you have to dig your way through to get them or whatever it might be, then that's fine too. Now, the storm is going to be coming in on me soon, so I'm not going to spend too much more time out here. That leads me to my third. It's really, really important that you grab material as you go. Now, I have a couple bonus tips with this one that I'll share with you, but there's nothing worse than coming up to a fight with somebody and not having any materials. They just shoot and shoot and shoot and bleed you out of what little materials you have, and then you're done for. Now, I'll share two tips along with two little bonus tips along with gathering materials as you go. The first is, well, I'll kind of lump them all together. The first one is, while you're digging up materials, keep yourself moving. Don't just stand in one spot and dig materials, because it'll be really easy for someone to line up a shot on you. So as you're getting materials, make sure you're moving back and forth like this. The second one, and I'll kind of put them together, is when you're digging for materials, make sure that you hit those little circles, because that gives you a little bit of a bonus. It makes it faster, like that. Makes it faster for you to get materials, and you get a little bit of bonus out of it too, which is always nice. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oops. Shooting stuff. Let me reload that real quick. So while you're digging, make sure you're moving back and forth so people can't get a good hit on you. And the next thing to lump into that, so hitting the circles, making sure you, when you grab as you go, you hit those circles and you stay moving. The third one is, don't pop the trees. What I mean by pop the trees is, don't dig them until they explode. Like this. Watch me. Watch me now. I've got to get going though. I'm wasting too much time here. Don't do that. Because people can see that, and they will. Not only will they see it, but they'll come a-running. Oh, is that in there? Did I miss that? Oh, I'm such a numbskull. If you must pop a tree, make sure you're doing it out in the middle of nowhere, or else someone's going to see you. Now what I do is I just dig them down to about 50 health, and then I take off. A good place to get metal is... Oh, I gotta go! Let's see if I can grab some stuff as I go. Hey, another rifle. Now, I'm not too worried about being in the storm right now because it doesn't do that much damage. But, in a perfect world, you obviously don't want to run through the storm. It's only doing 1 damage per little tick. And I've got some band-aids, so I'll keep myself alive. But... grabbing materials as you go, stay moving, going side to side, hitting those circles, and not popping the trees so people don't see where you're at are going to be really big in helping you to stay alive while you're out there grabbing materials. So right now I've got 460 wood. That's not bad. That's not too shabby. Now obviously I wasted a little bit too much time running around looting stuff when I should have been heading in, but it's okay. It ain't that big of a deal. It's only doing 1 damage, and I've got some Flintstones band-aids. I can put them on my wounds. But even now, we've jumped out where there weren't a lot of people. We knew where the chests were to grab. We've been grabbing some materials as we go, and we should be all right. I mean, there's 23 people left. We're already in the top 25. Now, I wouldn't usually say heal yourself up right on the other side. Usually you want to get behind a tree or something. That's a tip for a different time. But yeah, I do it. I'm a numbskull. But even though we're moving, I want to get that material. I want to stay moving. Sway back and forth as we go. Now, I don't have nearly enough material because I was goofing off a little bit too much, running around checking stuff out in the prison. So, the fourth tip, aside from those others, grab as you go, drop where there aren't going to be a lot of people, and grab materials as you run. No, wait, that wasn't the second one. What was the second one? Oh, know where the chests are. Yeah. Is keep your head on a swivel. The fourth one, keep your head on a swivel. You always got to be looking around. No matter where you go, if you're getting materials and stuff, always be looking around. Because you want to know where people are. You don't want someone to sneak up on you and take a lot of your shield and health before you even get a beat on where they're at. Always keep your head on a swivel. And you can even check around. See how you strafe to the side if you're grabbing materials? You can look around. Just make sure you're not popping trees while you're doing it. Keep that head on a swivel. Always be checking around for people. Now we've got a little ways to go, so I'm not going to stop too much, but I will come over here and grab this slurp. Now, hopefully I can find some weapons, because I've got terrible weapons right now. It looks like this place has been picked pretty clean, but I'm just going to keep moving while keeping my head on a swivel. Now, I probably won't grab any more materials right now while I'm running, just because I want to stay ahead of the storm. But one little bit of a downside jumping out in the middle of nowhere is you might be far away from the circle that appears. But that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. As long as you give yourself plenty of time to start moving, then you should be fine. I spent a little bit too much time goofing off and wasn't paying as close attention to the storm as I should have. But, I mean, I'm at 100 again, so, you know, it's not that bad. At least the first ring doesn't do much damage. Now we're getting pretty close to the circle, so I'm going to be thinking about not going too far. Making sure to loot as we go. Always need the ammo. Man, oh man. Do not forget loot boxes. Now, if I had a little bit more time from the storm, I would probably grab a few of these. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that tree pop over there? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I saw that tree pop. I didn't even see the guy. I just saw the tree pop and instantly knew that he was over there. He should watch this video. It'd help him out a lot. All right, so now that I'm in the circle, instead of going towards where I bet a bunch of people are going to be around this area, I'm going to play on the other side, which is the fifth tip. The fifth tip I'll share with you is play the outside, be conservative as you move in, and don't run through the middle of any little cities or towns that you come across. Now, granted, I could really use some better weapons. I don't see a chest up there. Is there a chest? No, I'll take that. Yeah, it's up there. I'm gonna grab it. I've got 1 minute and 35. Oh, I hope they're not shooting at me. Oh, are they shooting at me? Oh, he is. That's right. I'm gonna grab this real fast. And I have no stinking butts. Alright, so that guy, pretty sure took a few shots at me. Well, I'm gonna move towards the circle. Oh! Someone just killed somebody else right here. He didn't see me, did he? Hello, friend. Where are you? Poor guy. Now, just so you know, oh man, jackpot. Alright, I am gonna have to move. I think I might be moving at the same speed as the storm, maybe a tad faster, so I should be alright. That was jackpot. Got a scar out of that guy, and a rocket launcher out of that guy. Lots of materials. Not bad at all. So as you can see, I'm going to come up on this far side of the circle because I'm going to play, like my 5th tip, the outside. Conservative, sneak around the outside. I just heard a sniper. Oh, sniper shots. From where? They got to be in here. Ooh, I hear somebody down here. Alright, I popped a couple shots at him. Ooh! Well, not the best spot, but we'll be alright. So I'm gonna run onto this outside area. Now I have a health pack, so I'll be alright. Unless this guy spots me. Oh, it's hurting me bad. Alright, that is some terrible building, but it'll have to do. So right after this, we gotta move. I don't have a whole lot of time. I got 1:22 minutes, and I gotta make it through here, so I'm gonna go right through the middle. Which I do not normally advise. Oh, someone is trying to hit me with a crossbow. I don't know if that shot's at me, but if it is, now I keep this right here in 4, because that's how I play. Oh, is it this guy? Now I'm gonna knock this guy down. Oh, that one hurt him. Come on, guy. Oh, nice grenade. I gotcha. Come on, pop back up. One more. Come on, guy. Got him. Oh, nice. Do you have anything better than what I got? No. Now somebody built something right here. Now Whoa. I don't know why this person... Somebody built a fort around there, but they must have died. Oh. Now I'm gonna get to the circle and build a little fort here. No! No, dang it. Oh. Well, what happened to the other guy? Oh, he died in the storm. Well, there you go. I used my tips and got number 1. Now, I'm sorry I didn't say a whole lot toward the end there, but that's what it is. Practice, practice, practice. Guys, what it takes. It's good. Drop far away from where people are going to be. You don't want to get into the thick of it right at the beginning, especially when you don't have a good loadout, when you're losing precious health and precious shield, especially when other people are picking up those guns and eliminate you really quickly. But you got to know where the chests are going to be. So I would say drop into an area a few times. Now, you don't have to do it every single game, but if you want to, just to learn where the chests are going to be, that way you can efficiently get in there, get the stuff. Of course, after you come out of the places you're looting, you want to grab materials as you go. Make sure that when you're grabbing materials, you're kind of keeping a sway so people can't get a beat on you. Hit those circles so you get a little bit of a bonus. And also make sure you're not popping trees. That way, like remember I saw that person, I just saw that tree disappear and knew immediately where they were at. Now, I didn't stay to shoot him because the storm was coming, but it's important. Always, always, always keep your head on a swivel. Just like I did there, I was looking around trying to figure out where they were, and I immediately saw that guy, tagged him, and that was game. Last but not least, when you play that outside ring and you're conservative as you're moving in, you're not running straight through the towns. Like, I mean, I had to because the storm was coming, and I was getting shot at, but for some reason, I guess someone was using a crossbow, so whatever. They missed me. But those 5 tips and strategies I know can help you get in the top 10, top 5, and first place, just like it did for me. Just got first place. Doing the same thing that I did a long time ago when I was playing and I was brand new. So guys, thanks again for joining me. Hope you had fun. I really do hope these tips help you guys to experience a little bit more success. And as you practice it, you find yourself getting into that first place spot. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you later.